Stop what you're doing. It's time for the box seats. Our host, that right there, is Tyler Harris. That's comedian Fig. That boy is Rodney Perry. Let's not forget Mike Sean and the business bully. That man coming up next is Frank Holder, our illustrious executive producer. And this is 2022. It's it, the box seats. It is the box seats. What's up, party people? It's your boy Rodney Perry. You're tuned into the box seats. Talent is in the building. My man Daniel Dugar is right here with us, rocking today on a Monday. We love to have him in the seat. And my man, the myth, the legend himself, comedian Fig with the octagon shaped room. Man love. What up,
what the deal, baby?
Am I tripping off it right here, Echo?
Oh shit.
The
octagon shaped room.
I don't hear shit. Well, Mike,
you don't hear us? Turn the volume up, Naggy. Turn the volume up on your phone.
I don't hear.
Where your grandkids? Where your grandkids? Get one of the grandkids to come turn the volume up on your phone.
Straight.
That's funny.
1, 2, 3.
Get one of the grandkids.
I'll say something.
Testing 1, 2.
So get one of the grandkids to help you turn your phone on.
Can you hear me, Rodney?
We hear each other.
Nothing.
Can you hear me, Rodney?
Oh, yes. It would be a Monday. Let me check. Let me check my audio. Is that? No, that's not what I want.
Test 1 1. Test.
Welcome, Alfreda Jackson. Thank you very much. Let me try this.
That's what you get for picking on my room.
Background look like
my room.
That might be real, Fig.
Yeah.
The background look like an Amityville horror, though, man. it's got that shape of Amityville, man.
Oh, shit.
I guess I'm gonna go out next.
All right. I'm gonna step out, step back in. 1 second.
Yo. Fig say your shit going next.
Hey, Fig, what's that color though, man? Is that like a celeste?
Hey man,
color?
listen to me. This was the color that was here when I got here. I just didn't have opportunity to change it yet. I'm still working on the downstairs.
Okay.
Hey, here we go. We back. Party people. What's up, y'all? Rodney Perry. What's up, dog?
Hey, he came in here. He said, "What happened to the top dogs?"
What happened to the top dog? Yo, hey, with that, let's get cracking, man. We got a lot of show to get to today. First of all, how y'all doing, man? Dugar, man, how you doing today, buddy?
I'm good, man. I'm gonna go see Spider-Man after this.
You used to be able to catch Spider-Man for $2 now. It's been out 700 years.
Hey, I'm going to see Spider-Man after this, brother.
Hey, Spider-Man's a good movie, bro.
That's what I heard.
Spider-Man's
That's what I heard. I'm gonna go see
What'd you say, Tyler?
Spider-Man's better than the Matrix.
Hey man, let me tell you this. If you really want to see the real Spider-Man, you can come to my basement. There's the Spider-Man, the Spider-Girl, the Spider family. We got Spider kids.
What the hell you talking about, Fig? Who's at a bus station? All right. Fig, man, how you doing today, buddy, man? How was your weekend?
Hey man, weekend was lovely, man. It feels good to be making progress, baby. I'm almost there.
I feel like you're giving us a little bit more detail every day. Like the camera keep going further and further back, and I feel like you're at home almost.
Yo, I feel like Puffy and Mace in that video.
I'm gonna tell you something, Big. I don't care what they say. That's a nice porta potty. I ain't never seen one like that. The lamp in the back, that's a nice porta potty, man.
Got a lamp in there and everything.
Yeah, it's nice.
Let me tell you something. If you can have these kind of accommodations in prison, you the man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What the hell are you talking about? All right, moving on. Talent, how you doing today, buddy?
I'm fantastic, brother. Good to be back in pocket. You know what I mean?
Man, you know what, man? I'm not happy unless you out on the road.
Hey, man, I'm happy camping right now. I just came home.
Hey, I don't like when people be like, "Hey, man, you be gone, man. You know, I need you to be home, Lonnie. You need me to be out." We eating. When you see Roddy Perry out, we eating that day. If you see me at home, you might be tightening his belt.
Yeah, you see me at home too much. Ramen noodle like a buck.
Yo, all right, let's get that cracking. Durant, the Las Vegas Raiders versus the Los Angeles Chargers. Herbert converts 6 4 and 10s to lead the team to overtime, but the Raiders ultimately stuck a foot squarely into the Chargers' butts. What a great game, man! The Chargers Raiders, man. Let's talk about it. Dugar, you watched the game? What do you think, man?
I watched the game. The Chargers coach should be fired, though, man. That cat.
How so?
He had so many opportunities to win the game, man, and really lift the Raiders back in. Congratulations to the Raiders. I'll never call them Las Vegas, but congratulations to the Raiders. One of the best games all year. Kind of equivalent to the Niners game. I kind of give them, because both of the games were very similar. But, hey, the Raiders are in. You know, the hot teams, I think going into the playoffs right now, the Niners, the Raiders, and the Titans.
Wow, the Niners, the Raiders, and the Titans. Hey, what a great game. Dugar is calling for the firing of the Chargers coach, Talent. What's your thoughts, man? What a great game, man, top to bottom.
Yeah, I agree. Great game. Any game that's forced into that overtime and nobody knows, you know, because 2/3 of the game, everybody think they know. And then all of a sudden you find yourself in overtime. Now he's anybody's game. It's zip all over again. So that was a great game. I also agree with him with coaching, man. I'm more critical than I've ever been on coaching in the NFL, especially. Bad coaching decisions. Those things right there, you've got to hold these cats accountable because they hold black coaches accountable for less shit than that. So as soon as they do big game stuff, you know, it's like, oh no, you know, he was thinking this, he might have did that. No, some of that shit is asinine. Some of it's common sense, you know. So like bad coaching moves cost them that game yesterday and cost me $1,000.
Wait, you bet $1,000 on the Chargers?
That's what I stood to win. The spread was only 3 points.
Wow.
I was taking that. Chargers over the Raiders. If you look at that on paper.
So you happy the whole game?
Yeah. Exactly. I done spent some of that money. I got to take this.
Get him what he wants. Get him whatever drink he wants. I got this. Yo, hey, man. Me and Frank was talking about this game, and Herbert converts 6 4th and 10.
Yes.
I'm not impressed. Fig, are you impressed? You shouldn't be at 4th and 10.
Right.
You know, that's my sentiments exactly. Why do you keep getting the 4th and 10s? That's what I'm saying. So that means you ain't doing nothing the first 3 downs. If you get the 4th and 10, the first 3 downs, you didn't do nothing. So what we gonna do about that? That's ridiculous, man. Listen, I don't know if you can put it on the coach, man. Sometimes the players got to execute. You there. Sometimes the players just got to execute, and they didn't, man. They didn't execute. The games is won in the 4th quarter and generally in the last 2 minutes.
Hey, my man Daniel Dugar.
Who's the play caller, though? Who's the play caller? Is Herbert calling his own plays?
Hell no, he ain't calling his own plays.
Exactly. So that's on the coach. So that's on the coach.
Well, hold on, D. You said something, man. I got to come back to you. It is no longer the Oakland Raiders.
It's the Raiders.
It's no longer the Oakland Raiders. So will you ever acquiesce and call out the Las Vegas Raiders?
Nah, I doubt it.
Have you been to the stadium?
I passed by the stadium when they were almost done. I was out there just chilling for the weekend, golfing, and it's a black diamond. It's beautiful, but that don't mean I'm gonna call them that city Raiders.
Wow.
Wait a minute. How about the team formerly known as the Raiders?
I like that, Fig. I like that.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you this, dog. You know, I got a lot of Raider love. I got a lot of Raider friends. You know, my man Joy Wells said the same thing. Guess what? He said, you go to that stadium, you're gonna be like, it's Las Vegas Raiders.
You know, I think, Rodney, with that new stadium, they should have went with a whole new identity, went with a black helmet and a black uniform. That would have gave them a whole brand new era of the Raiders franchise, because the silver and black is definitely Oakland, regardless to the to Los Angeles leasing them for all that time. That silver and black is Oakland. So if you want to go Vegas, won't you go with an all black helmet with the silver stripe with the all black uni? Now that would be great for marketing.
Hey, the Raiders are almost bigger than the city. Like,
yes,
it's Raiders fans all over the world. So it was good to see them get in there. I'm not a fan of y'all quarterback, but he gets it done. You cannot.
I'm not a fan either, but I'm not a fan, and I get criticized all the time. I criticize the Raiders a lot because they make bonehead decisions, and for some reason they draft or trade for bonehead players that don't do what they're supposed to do on the field, not to mention off the field. So I'm very critical of the Raiders. I'm a Raider fan, but I'm not one of them Raider fans that give them excuses.
Raider fans dress like they in Road Warriors.
They gangsters. Yeah. And you got to do it. I used to get my hair cut at a Raider barbershop. Okay.
Is that why it's
every Monday, Fig, they would come in and talk about who they threw out the stands.
Yeah.
You ain't going into the Raiders. You ain't going into Oakland celebrating too much. Have your little fun up there in them stands, but you better tamp it down.
It's a scary place. You know how you know scary arenas and cities? You don't get a lot of influx travel, other fans, no matter who they play. They ain't a lot of their fans. That's how you know it's a dangerous city. Like if you go to a Philly game, I don't care who they play. Ain't gonna be a whole lot of nothing other than Philly in there, because you know it can happen.
Yo, man, if Philly playing Santa Claus and his elves, they better win.
Hey, let's keep it going, man. Carson Wentz, who I'm epically not a fan of. Carson Wentz had an epic meltdown versus Jacksonville Jaguars and missed the playoffs. Should Wentz continue as a starter? Talent.
It's Jacksonville. No, he should not. Just because it's Jacksonville. Because it happened and it's Jacksonville, he definitely should not. I mean, Wentz, I've said this, though. I mean, a lot of people don't agree with me. People was all on the second and third chance of Wentz, like giving them a third chance. I thought when he went down, he was stinking it up in Philly. But the year they got the Super Bowl, and he went down, and the backup came in, Foles came in and got the Super Bowl. The team played for him. They liked him and everything. I said it was the end there. But people wanted to give this guy another chance, and he was another one of the great white hopes. We need to start a list and keep a record of all the great white hopes.
Nice.
So at the end of every year, we remind the powers that be that your hopes down the drain. These great white hopes ain't making it out. So we need to keep a list.
Speaking of great white hopes, my comedian Super Fig, you're the closest to a white man we got on the show today. Okay. I take that back.
You can't take it back. It's too funny.
I already did. I took it back.
It's too funny. I laughed for it.
Carson Wentz, epic meltdown. Once again, fails his team. What do we do with this dude, man?
Let's do the same thing with Carson Wentz that they did with Doug Williams, that they did with Cam Newton, RG3, and all the other black quarterbacks that had missteps in the NFL. Let's do him the same exact way because he ain't no better than none of them dudes that I just named. Doug Williams went to the Super Bowl and broke every record that the Super Bowl had, and we ain't heard from him since.
Well, he was the head coach down in Grambling. Let's not dismiss that.
Come on, man. But I'm talking about in the
hold
NFL.
on, I mean, you cannot put Doug Williams. Doug Williams won. I resent that.
No, I'm saying
in the Doug Williams Bowl.
No, I'm only using the fact that they put him out the pasture. They put him out the pasture. They putting all the brothers out the pasture, but they're holding on to these boys that don't do nothing. Doug Williams actually won. They still put him out the pasture. Why Doug Williams ain't got a job in the NFL? Broke every record. Literally destroyed the Super Bowl. We ain't heard from him since.
Last name Williams.
I know he's in HBCU, but we still why he ain't got a job in the NFL doing something?
Last name Williams. Certain last names a black man can't have.
Last name
can't be Johnson, Williams, Jenkins, Brown, Davis. Them regular black names, you got to stay away from that.
I thought he was. Go ahead, Dugar. I'm sorry.
I love it when a white man speaks up for another black man. Big.
Hilarious.
I think with Wentz, man, it's kind of like a heckler came on stage and took his mic.
Wow. Yeah.
Wow.
Wentz has been given so many opportunities, so many chances. Like Talon says, this great white hope. It's time for him to move on, man. He is now the featured act. He's no longer the headline.
Ooh. Yeah, I mean that's a real talk. Like the great white hope. Look, dude, how many chances these guys, give you? Baker Mayfield is right now in the present. He's the guy that when the shit hit the fan, excuse my French, they immediately painted the narrative and picture that it was the black guy, the troublesome receiver has to go. That's why we can't win. We can't get it together. You trade this guy, he returned to who the fuck he was in the first place. But this guy returned to who the fuck he was in the first place too. One was good, one was bad. Do the math.
Wow.
Let me tell you like this. Listen, let's explain it this way. When you own the team and it's in your country, you can take your ball and go home. And that's basically what they're doing. They take their ball and they going home. You understand what I'm saying? So they gotta play. If he leave, he's taking his ball with him. That's pretty much what it's like. You ever had a guy that don't play that good? He on the court, but you got to pick him because he the one who brought the ball to the court. And if he leave, he taking his ball, so he got to stay to play. It's their team. They own the NFL. He got to play.
You know what, Fig? As much as I want to disagree with that some kind of way makes sense. I love it. I love how you work your way around the idea.
Yeah, he did work that around because I was kind of with you right now.
Like, what the hell Fig talking about? All right. And on another note, Doug Williams, shouts out to him and the Williams sisters, Serena and Venus. All right, moving on.
If you want to do that, nice. you gotta give Bookman a shout out. Nice. Bookman from Good Times.
Bookman Williams, is that his last name? Williams.
Bookman Williams.
Last name was Bookman. Wait, so Bookman was his first name all these years? I didn't know. All right. Matt Stafford throws a clutch interception as the 49ers beat the Rams. Man, Matt Stafford is still in the playoffs. They already clinched. But is this a bad look for them going into the playoffs? Dugar.
The Rams will not win the next game, brother. They just won, man. I see the Cards beating the Rams. Matthew kind of slipped back into a Detroit Lions moment. And the Niners it's hard for me to say this. But the Niners can ball, man. If the right Jimmy G shows up, The 49ers can really
stay right there, Dugard. Stay right there. The right Jimmy G. The right. Yeah. Give me that. Break that down. What does that mean?
That means if the O-line protects him and he don't overexert himself with stupid passes and trying to force it, man, you got one of the coldest tight ends over there and one of the coldest wide receiver running backs in Debo.
Yeah.
And their defense is good. So it's like if the right Jimmy G, who they thought Jimmy G could be, show up, the 49ers is going to be a problem. And I hate to say that, but they're going to be a problem.
All right, guys, this just in. The man's name is Nathan Bookman. Nathan Bookman.
That's the person that comes after yell out after the joke worked at the comedy show.
Hey, let me tell you. She's absolutely right. But his father last name was Bookman. That was his, right. That's the one. That was the one that was married to his mother. But his biological father name was Williams. Right.
Yeah, Williams was the biological name, the maiden name.
Got it.
There's a maiden name, and then there's the.
No, I'm not about to do this with y'all. I'm not gonna do this.
But let me say this to the last thing. I know Dugard got a lot of hopes because whole Bay Area connection, but San Fran ain't doing shit. I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen though. And I hate to go against the West like this, but it's just not. They just don't have the teams that are clicking on the cylinders at the right time. The Raiders will lose the next game.
Mm-hmm.
San Fran will lose the next game. Then against the Cowboys, so I'll give them a shot. But definitely the Raiders are going to lose the game. And then that Rams situation, coming off that loss, the way they did, whoever they play is anybody's game. So when you're dealing with those three West Coast teams right there, they're not clicking where they should be clicking going into the playoffs. It's too close to call, and then you lose that call. You know what I'm saying? Like these guys, we're looking at overtimes and field goals. These teams shouldn't be in those predicaments. If we look at the Rams, yesterday's game with the Rams, should they have been in that predicament? Hell no. Look at the matchup. Should the Raiders have pulled off that win? Hell no. So now we're in the playoffs this week coming. I'm taking the game against the Raiders, against San Fran, and against the Rams.
Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm gonna tell you why. They let Jimmy G They let Jimmy G go on a date with an adult star and with no cameras. Jimmy G is back dating again. So as long as Jimmy G is allowed to go.
First of all, how are you getting all this information in a quarterback?
Right.
No.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you this. Jimmy G is a formidable quarterback in the NFL. The only thing that holds Jimmy G back is the fact that he keeps getting injured. If you get a healthy Jimmy G on the field, he is a formidable quarterback. Definitely.
Absolutely. Hey, I stop what you're doing because I'm about to ruin the image of the style you used to. My man is in the building. Mike Sean, what up, baby boy?
Mike Sean.
That's good.
Mike Sean, I'm gonna bring you up to speed.
What up, Mike?
That's good.
I need you to look up the playoff breakdown as we move forward. So you kind of give us an overview of the playoffs as we move forward. Not right this second, but just for a little later.
Just do everything the opposite of what Talon said to do. It's crazy. San Francisco's not clicking. San Francisco's one of the hottest football teams in the NFL right now. San Francisco's winning. Let me tell you who you don't want to play in the playoffs. It's San Francisco. That defense is crazy. They get pressure on the quarterback with no blitzing. Like Matthew Stafford.
I'll take another bet that
San Francisco is ending Dallas' season.
I'll take that bet.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I'll take that bet. And the Rams, I'm telling you, San Fran is somebody you don't want to play because they don't need to bring any blitzing in order to get to your quarterback. Like them cats is really a problem. And Garoppolo, I got to give him credit. I know we joke about him, but you got to give the man credit. Like he really kept it together and brought that team back. And I was impressed by it. Now Stafford, Stafford, who I think is a great quarterback, does some dumb shit. Like Stafford really just does some ridiculous, like he attempts some passes. Like if you underthrow Odell Beckham one more time, just stop making the pass if you can't make a 50-yard pass anymore. Because they told me he had a big arm. And I saw him underthrow Odell twice. And, you know, me and Odell don't go back like cousins. We go back like divorcees or whatever. But
right.
Listen, man. But
so translation, Mike, I got a bet on all three. You covering?
I want some of that.
I'll bet the Raiders.
Oh, everybody freeze. We cannot overtalk each other. Go ahead, Mike Sean.
I got to bet with San Francisco. I can't bet with the Raiders. I want the Raiders to win, but I agree with them with the Raiders. But I think Derek Carr is so underrated, it's ridiculous. I'm rooting for the Raiders to have one playoff win solely so that Derek Carr can get the credit he deserves in this league, y'all.
But you're not putting no money on Derek Carr.
No, I'm not putting money. San Francisco. No, I'm good with that.
All right, go ahead, Fig. What's your
I'm not putting no money up, but I bet you 3 boxes of rice and roni at San Francisco treat.
You don't even know what a San Francisco treat is.
Rice and roni, man. It's the rice and roni.
You might think of San Francisco
right there, what is a San Francisco treat?
Hey, I don't know what it is, but he might think it's 2 snaps in a circle, and that ain't what it is. But look, check this out. My picks. Niners over Cowboys, Bucks over Eagles, Cards over Rams, Raiders over Bengals, Patriots over Bills in Buffalo, and Chiefs over Steelers.
Wow. I know
you sound like a homer. You sound like Frank Holder.
Buffalo, and I sound like I'm not inside of a porta potty neither.
Buffalo will not lose to the Patriots.
You need some ventilation, man. You're turning brown.
Patriots are going down.
All right, guys. Moving on a bit. We are already halfway through the show. The show is clicking on all cylinders. I want Mike Sean to pull up the NFL playoff schedule so we know what's happening when. Also, Miami Dolphins. Brian Flores.
Yeah.
Brian Flores is out. Is that going to affect Deshaun Watson going to Miami?
He wasn't going to rub his back anyway.
Wow. Let's see, Mike Sean.
First of all, how did they fire? Like, why did this guy get fired? Like, they started 0-7, then they went on a run.
Right.
They really don't have a quarterback. I like Tua, but Tua's no star quarterback.
Right.
He brought the team together. You have a chance now to move on to get another. Wow, I don't get what's behind all this. I don't get what he excuse the Deshaun Watson term. I don't know who he rubbed the wrong way.
But he rubbed the wrong.
I agree with Mike.
There's somebody he pissed off because there's no way he deserves to get fired.
I agree.
There's no way he deserves to get fired. That's ridiculous. And I'm looking at my picks, and I'll shut up. And I'm looking at the picks now.
Give it to me, man.
I agree 110% with Mike, man. Miami at one time was the hottest team in the NFL, and it can go back to what Talent said. What the last name is, even though the brother's last name is Flores, but it's closer to brown skin than white skin.
Yep.
There's no way that catch should have been fired.
Wow. Yep. Talent. Is it a race issue?
Everything in NFL is racist. Everything can be tracked back to Kaepernick.
Even the halftime performances are racist.
Gatorade went up 50 cents. Has something to do with Kaepernick.
Speaking of halftime performances, why is the Las Vegas Raiders halftime better than the Super Bowl?
Man.
Vegas. Vegas is the performance capital. So they put on more shows. Think about it. New York overall per capita, when they do the numbers, we're number 1. But if you take the size of Vegas for somebody to do shows 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, it's a show capital in this country. So you can't be in Vegas and have a weak ass halftime. Every halftime should be the Fresh Fest 88 all the way.
That's what, hey, Talent is right on point, man. I really would have been off the chain if Usher would have roller skated his ass across that stage.
Right.
Hey man,
Antonio Brown was a backup dancer at halftime.
Vegas is so hot. Before the accident, they was gonna have Siegfried and Roy at the halftime show.
Yeah, Antonio Brown talking about that injury, but I keep seeing this Negro dancing on every interview. He ran naked across the Jets field. He's doing mad physical shit, but it's the ankle. That's always fuck out of here.
Speaking of coaches that got to get the hell out of here. Shouts out to my Bears. Matt Nagy is fired. Yay! The Wicked Witch is dead.
And the GM.
How about this? Who's going to Chicago next? Will we see a black head coach? Mike Sean.
No, y'all can see a Dominican head coach. I don't care. Like, I didn't know how bad your quarterbacks were. Y'all never had a quarterback to ever throw for 4,000 yards in history.
Oh,
wow, that's an amazing stat.
Eli Manning.
Nobody asked you about that, Mike Sean.
But you did. But you kind of did. But you did.
Mike just went Brian Gumble on you, dog.
Mike said,
not even Jim McMahon.
No, they've never had a quarterback throw for 4,000 yards. Like Eli did that in his last year when he was washed. I don't know.
Eli has special needs. They don't count.
Okay, well, good luck. How about that's my commentary? Good luck, Chicago.
Thank you, Mike Sean.
Good luck. Go to the next square. Go. Good luck.
Talent. The Bears get rid of Matt Nagy. I mean, he's had a tough few years.
right.
Who's going to end up out there in Chicago next? Head coach, GM, who?
Well, it depends on the offseason. If next year, going into next season, if they piss off a Tomlin, he'll go to a Chicago. He's a blue-collar type of head coach, and I can see easily Pittsburgh. We're in a 50-50 for Pittsburgh right now. And so either they're going to make him happy, he's going to show that, like I talked about last week, he's going to dig in and show you that coaching ability he got, or they're going to piss him off. And nowadays, the new strange thing about the new millennium is they can include coaches in trades and shit.
Mm.
We grew up, you couldn't do that shit. Now, yeah, I give you 2 cups of coffee and the general manager.
Yo, Vic, what's your thoughts on the Bears, man? Who could end up in that hot seat out there?
Man, I'd like to see Bieniemy finally get a shot, man. This dude been an offensive coordinator, man, doing the damn thing, man. I'd like to see him get a shot.
Hey, that's a great call, man. But I mean, you never know what's going to happen in Chicago. They got to show up the offensive line. That's the truth more than anything. Dugar, Chicago Bears, man.
I think it should be John Gruden, so they can put his ass in that cold ass lake. So we'll see what it feels like to be cold and black.
Cold and black.
They said he's either going to be John Gruden or John Madden. They're just going to use. They're looking to use John Madden's all his video game play calls.
Yeah,
they just gonna,
it's fucked up, yo.
That's not a bad idea.
Assistant coach Bob Saget. That's fucked up.
Wow.
Fucked up.
How about Doug Williams?
How about Sidney Poitier since we calling our names, man? Come on, guys.
How about Betty White's going to be the head cheerleader?
I was just, he took it. All right, you got me.
Oh,
I was just about to say Betty White.
all right. Wow. Yeah.
You know who would be a good coach over there? Honestly, because he has a way and a charisma to get players to break the norm. Deion Sanders.
Oh, good. That's a good one.
No.
There'd be a lot of cats going to Chicago to get with Deion.
Hey, Rodney said he don't know. First of all, Rodney, come on, let's keep it real.
All right.
You got nowhere to go but up.
Right.
How are you still picky about who the fuck going over there? It's Chicago. They are at the like, dude. Like, try anything.
Rodney, your head coach is in Michigan right now. No, I'm saying Michigan for real. Harbaugh, he's right there. He's the guy that you bring in there and you pay him a gang of money and you leave him alone because he'll burn out eventually.
It's Chicago, Mike. They're not gonna leave nobody alone.
Yeah, that's the thing. Just let him be the GM and let him rock out, and he'll get you back into the playoffs, and he'll get you right to where you need to be. He's sitting right there.
First of all, we're not the Jets. We're not far away from the playoff.
Wow. Whoa, that was a low blow. Hold on a second. I think Jim McMahon's calling.
Let's get ready.
What was that?
They're gonna give a brother a shot. They're gonna give William the refrigerator Perry a shot.
Hold on, I'm about to win $100. They got me in the trivia. What was that?
Hold on, talent. Click on your other line. Is Wilbur Marshall? Click on your...
Enough, gentlemen. All right, moving on.
I gotta say, Rodney, the beard and the hair growth, man, is really a nice combination, man. So I would say next question.
Yo, Denver Broncos
fired. Be the next coach of the Raiders.
Oh, man.
Denver Broncos got the silver and black going on.
Harbaugh would be the next coach of the Raiders.
Wow.
Hold on.
Denver Broncos fired Vic Fangio. Fangio is out of there as well. Denver is one of those squads that's always bumping around the top. But their coach is out of there. What's your thoughts?
I wouldn't have did that. I thought that they could have waited because Denver was kind of like 50-50 this season. They had some great moments where they were shining. You was like, oh shit. And then they had losses, obviously that you was scratching your head on. But I think right now, if you're gonna fire a coach, man, he got to be doing bad. Like, otherwise, brother showing potential. I thought he was showing a little potential. I'm not really crazy about that. I don't know what now. That's somebody you got to scratch your head. Where he gonna land? Is he gonna land?
Wow, Dugar, Tyler makes a great point, man. This guy wasn't doing a horrible job out there, but still he's out of a job. Who's next?
I think somebody's going to push that little young dude in Dallas, that offensive coordinator that they want to be the next White Hope.
They like him too. They like
him a lot. They like him a lot. He get a lot of FaceTime to be on the sidelines like he
right.
He really does get a lot of FaceTime for an offense that hasn't done shit in like 6 weeks. But he really does get that camera time. He really does.
That's interesting.
Fig, what's your thoughts?
I think it was a mercy firing. They just did it to let him off the hook because he couldn't take anymore. I think they ought to call Bill Parcells back and get him in there and see what he can do with him, man. Because it's not a bad organization, man. And Bill was a decent coach, man. He's gonna make him relevant. He's gonna talk some trash. Win or lose, Bill gonna talk some trash, and they're gonna be in the news. They're gonna be relevant.
Why are you pushing? John Madden just passed away, Fig. Why are you pushing Bill Parcells?
Because he looks just like him.
Why are you pushing him?
It's the same guy.
I just want to know one thing. The guy Brian Flores gets fired in Miami. The Denver coach gets fired. Naggy gets fired. Why the fuck does Joe Judge still have a job with my Giants? Like, how does he survive? How does he survive this show? Like, how does this happen?
How does it happen?
Like, if anybody's dog, this is the first season in probably like a long time that I literally didn't watch the last 3 games that my Giants played in. That's how frustrated I was. How does he still, clean it up, fire everybody,
Michael?
Stop right now.
Michael, you can't fire a judge. That's the thing. No, they have tenure. You can't fire judges. They have to retire.
But Mike makes a great point, guys. How has Joe Judge still got a job, talent?
He was appointed by Trump.
Well, see, New York is a different thing here. For the most part, we rough on everybody, but we do have a little bit more patience than Middle America. First of all, that's the first time I heard somebody call Michael by itself, like Michael. Like we either say Mike or we say Mike Sean or Michael Sean. Like, that nigga just said Michael. I said, oh shit, he in trouble. That's the substitute teacher, Michael. Michael, sit down. But no, New York is different like that. Like, look at like a Todd Bowles. They will fire you ahead of time, but never right on time. Like now, Mike's right. Like this is the time he should be let go, but he's not. And then watch this shit about 8 games in or something, some random ass shit. Boom, he gonna get fired. That's New York. New York got that weird ass unorthodox way of firing.
Oh, I got my man on the wire. Just hot off the wire. Gerard Mayo of the Patriots is interviewing for the Broncos job. So big ups to Mr. Mayo. We'll see.
I like Mayo on all my sandwiches, but as a coach, I'm not sure.
No, Miracle Whip, man. Miracle Whip. You know
that country Miracle Whip stuff, B.
A great thing would be with these coaches that are being fired. Why don't they trade one losing coach to another losing team, and they swap the head coaches to really see who's the shitty coach?
Wow.
Just see who
the coach in Minnesota, Zimmer's gone too.
I used to try that with women. It don't work.
It don't work.
It never works. They just both be
shitty. The loud bitch with a musty bit. It's the same thing.
That means you haven't watched enough episodes of The Mac.
The Mac.
Rest in peace, Max Julian. Rest in peace to the great Max Julian.
You gotta take him to outer space, baby.
Yeah, baby. You just gotta listen to me.
Listen.
Yo,
I could never be a pimp. I just never liked all the lingo. The bottom bitch part. That's where I draw the line.
Yeah.
Why the bitch gotta be on the bottom?
I like one on the bottom.
Women are trying to come up and you call her a bottom bitch. I don't like that.
Nah.
All I know is just go get me my money. I don't care about you. Just get my money.
All this going on while a rookie head coach, Nick Sirianni, officially became the only coach in rookie season to lead his team to the playoffs. The Philadelphia Eagles are in the playoffs. Can you believe it?
Yeah. They play in the NFC East.
Man. Rookie head coach. We talking about all these coaches getting fired. Meanwhile, the rookie head coach is kicking some butt out there in Philly. What's happening? That's you, D.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm looking.
I thought he was getting back in character.
Hey, no, I didn't know you were throwing at me. Hey, he's under the radar, and he spent more time in the playbook than all the other coaches did.
Wow.
Hey, yo, Dugan's about to start his music video. You see this shit? He's like this.
I was about to tell Alexa to play Rocky. Dun, 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 dun.
Hey, yo, shout out to Philadelphia Eagles, man. You talk about some banging around blue collar season they had. I mean, granted, the division ain't all that at all, but they never laid down and rolled over. You know what I mean? They kept fighting. They win this week, they lose that week. They beat this team, they lose this team, and all they had to do is stay in the fight, and they in it. So now we're gonna watch some interesting shit right now.
Wow, Fig, what's your thoughts, man? Philly is looking scrappy. They done their thing all season, and they lucked up, made it in the playoffs with a rookie head coach.
Yeah, man. I think lucky is probably the word for it, man, because of the division is so horrible. I mean, when you got the Giants, Washington, Philly, and Dallas all in the same, somebody got to win. I mean, it's just like somebody got to win. Everybody can't lose. It's just luck. They just have been. I bet you one thing. I bet you they don't win another game.
Wow!
Ooh, ouch!
Wow. Big. Don't be a gangster.
They go to the playoffs, man. When you get to the playoffs, that's where the good teams ride. The good teams are in the playoffs.
Mike Sean is comedian Fig losing his damn mind.
It's that porta potty.
I mean, it's the porta potty. They probably are going to lose against the Buccaneers, but I'm not going to be shocked, y'all. Don't bet these playoff games. There's going to be some craziness that happens, but I got to shout out Jalen Hurts. He had a good y'all. Everybody forgets this is his first full season as a starting quarterback. First full season, got the Eagles into the playoffs. They do have a running game that's ridiculous. They really do have a running game that can keep the ball away from Tom Brady and the Buccaneers. So I give him a shot, but I think Jalen Hurts, I got to shout him out. I think next year is going to be a progression for him where he's going to be probably the second best quarterback in the NFC East, which ain't saying that much, but behind Dak Prescott, I think he will be.
How about this, Mike Sean? How about the fact that the Saints showed us how to defend your boy Brady? Yeah. They showed the whole league how to defend him. So I mean, isn't that no foregone conclusion that Tampa is gonna do nothing?
And trust me, they can all joke all they want. Everybody can, joke about Antonio Brown, not from the pit, from the palace, but they are going to miss Antonio Brown this playoff run.
Indeed.
Tom Brady is going to miss that dude not being on the field.
Wow. Dugar, let's look at it. We got this whole thing happening out there with the Eagles. What's your did we already get you on this? I don't know.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, remember he started out with the video. Yeah.
But I do have this, but this right here though, man. I don't know if you cats have analyzed it and seen it with the eye test though. I've about had it up to here with brothers wearing tennis shoes with suits now because they wearing the wrong damn sneakers.
That
was just something that was on my
mind. No. I like that.
They wearing the wrong.
What sneakers are they wearing?
It's a suit, not a sweatsuit. It's a suit. You taking away the whole elegance of the suit by wearing these busted up sneakers, thinking it look fly because they got a whole bunch of colors in them and they too bulky for the suit. That was just on my chest. So when Talent thought I was about to drop the jingle, that was what I was thinking about.
Wow. Well said.
Well, we're grown men. We got to educate them. What shoes should they be wearing?
Yeah, what shoes?
If you're going to wear a suit, you got to go with a sneaker that's more classic or slimline, like a Jack Purcell cap toe or Chuck Taylor low top, man. All this other stuff they throwing on, you messing up the game. You can't wear Jordans with everything when you think LeBron James is the GOAT.
Wow.
Good point.
Hey, Mike Sean, what does the NFL playoff schedule look like right now?
Damn, I just took it off my phone. Why you keep sneaking up on? I feel like I got a job in this bitch now. Wait a second. Hold up. I'll get to it. It starts. It's Saturday. 2 games on Saturday. 2 games on Sunday. And for the first time ever,
Monday,
we're gonna have a Monday night game, which I'm not mad at all. So I will give you the rundown right now. Okay, Raiders will be at the Cincinnati Bengals. That goes down at 3:30 on Saturday. Then you got the New England Patriots taking on the Buffalo Bills. One hell of a game that night. Then Sunday, we pop off at 1 o'clock. That's when the Eagles go to Tampa Bay. 3:30, it'll be San Francisco and Dallas, which Dallas will lose. And then that night, Pittsburgh, the guy who's holding on, Big Ben, against the Kansas City Chiefs at 7:15. Then on Monday, Arizona and these are some good ass games. Arizona and the Rams on Monday night. So that's a loaded weekend. That's a load. If anybody got any gigs, make sure you got that on your phone when you're watching it. If you got gigs this weekend, have the phone with you.
Right now, let's make our Super Bowl pick right now. Talent, go.
Super Bowl pick. I think I'm going to go ahead and go with the Packers Colts.
Big Super Bowl pick right now.
I like the way Aaron is playing, man. I was gonna say that I like Green Bay right now, man, because they playing at a high level and they got defense and offense.
And they'll be the one team to get a bye. Am I right?
Yep.
Wow, Mike Sean, Super Bowl winner, pick a Super Bowl pick.
Damn. We ain't putting money on it. F it. Kansas City. I'm gonna take Kansas City. Like, I don't know why it is, y'all. I got this thing in me that really thinks that the Cincinnati Bengals are gonna make it to the Super Bowl. Like, I really think the Cincinnati Bengals can make it, but
playing lights out right now.
I just do, but I'll go normal Kansas City, and I think it's gonna be the Rams. I think Kansas City's gonna play the Rams in the Super Bowl.
Wow.
Frank said the Colts aren't in the playoffs. Dugar.
I say the Packers are going to win
the Colts didn't make it. So
I say the Packers going to win it all, and Rodgers is out of there, and they'll make a blockbuster trade, and he'll come and finish his career as a Niner.
As a Niner? That's
why not? Let him come back to the Bay Area. Let him come back to the Bay.
I can see that.
He played right there at Cal Berkeley. He from Chico.
I can see that.
Hey, that's a question I have for y'all too. So we're talking about like players that have played their one team their whole career. People like Aaron Rodgers. People like my man in Seattle, Tom Brady. Tom Brady is not with us. It's his same team though. So Tom Brady is not right.
Well,
so, go ahead.
Here's a good question to piggy off of what Mike just did in his picks. That's a great question going forward because everybody's picking these usual suspects. Who's everyone's sleeper team? He said Cincinnati. Titans, I'm with you on the Titans. Who's your sleeper team, right?
No sleeper.
Who's
Titans is cold.
Well, no, you got your usual suspects, like the Green Bays, the Kansas City teams, the Tom Brady's, but everybody else is a sleeper.
All right, what's your sleeper?
Buffalo.
Buffalo ain't no damn sleeper.
Why not? Everybody think, people think listen. People think that Buffalo gonna lose this week to New England.
All right, I will give you that. Tyler, who's your sleeper?
I'm gonna go with him. I'm gonna go over there with the Titans.
All right, real quick before we get out of here, guys. The Memphis Grizzlies have won 9 games in a row.
Yo, that
Memphis,
was wow.
With no guns on the court, because you know they will shoot you in Memphis.
Ain't nothing like somebody gotten shooting jokes from Chicago. Hey man,
that young cat Ja is a beast, man. I don't even like to use the term beast. He is a gifted athlete, man. Yeah. And he blocked that dude's shot yesterday. He caught it in pin. He did some shit that we used to do on the
he just took it.
He did some stuff that we used to do on the 8-foot goals at the elementary school when we used to everybody want to dunk.
No, that was one of the most ridiculous athletic. I can't describe it. And when I saw it, when LeBron can score 36 or 37 points in a game, and all they talk about the one thing you did in the game, because that's all they talked about. That means what you did we ain't never seen before. I ain't never seen elbows on the square. I've never seen that. I've never seen elbows touch the square. I said that's ridiculous, yo. That's dangerous. That's dangerous. That shouldn't be. That's not healthy. I don't know.
I've only seen one guy jump that high that's smaller than him, and he's an Oakland playground legend, and his name is Demetrius Hook Mitchell. That's the only cat that I've seen jump that high.
With your own eyes? You saw with your own eyes, D?
With my own eyes. He played. He was the backcourt mate with my youngest brother on the JUCO level. They were the 2 guards.
Wow.
50-inch vertical, man. But hey, Clay is back.
Clay is back. Clay is back. Clay has got the spring and the bounce. He's jumping off both feet. He's dunking the ball. He's shooting. He went what for 18 shots in 20 minutes?
Yeah.
Somebody 17 points, 20 minutes.
That's called thirsty.
That was all I'm gonna say is this.
Curry went with 28. So
I know y'all gonna everybody. Hey, everybody hates when I say it, but I tried to tell y'all, Golden State, baby. I said it before the season started. Golden State, baby. And every time the Lakers play a formidable team, a team that is winning, a team that seems to make it to the end.
What the fuck do this have to do with anything? The Lakers is not playing. We ain't even talking about the Lakers.
The Lakers are 3. The Lakers are 3 and 10 against.
That's what you was talking about, Clay. You talking about Clay?
I think you're talking about when John Morant.
No, you just made it there.
Who was Memphis playing, Rodney? We were talking about John Morant. Who was Memphis playing?
Memphis was playing a job. Memphis played the Lakers.
Thank you.
And then we talked about Clay playing somebody else.
You know why you don't want to revisit the fact that the Lakers lose every time they play a good team. That's why you're mad.
Y'all should bring back the.
What did it have to do with Clay? What did it have to do with Clay?
Steve, open up the door and let some air in that porta potty, man. Open up the door.
Hold on, man. We gotta go. Hold on. Hey, we gotta go, guys. We gotta get this last thing in. Okay. Also rudely interrupted by the great Sigmund Freud. All right.
I know, but it's funny the Lakers, hey, like y'all be sleeping at the fact that the Brooklyn Nets in the last 10 games are only 5-5. Like they're a 500 team right now. So like when we start bringing up, let's bring up some other superstars right now who is struggling, because Kevin Durant over there dropping 30 points a game and they're 5-5, dog.
I get that, but I didn't pick them to win.
We're halfway through the season. It's going to be a great finish to the NBA season. And I think we can all look forward to that. The Lakers are rumored to be looking to trade Westbrook. That is on the wire right now. And then maybe, Fig, you have anything?
Trade him to who? Trade him for what?
They're going to trade him for Odin Polynice or Bernard King. They're gonna trade him for Patrick Ewing.
Yo, shit.
They're going to bring back Gilbert Arenas.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. That's hilarious. Who they going to trade him for?
Having Russell Westbrook, and I love, and you know I'm a LeBron fan, but it's like when you with a chick that everybody knows you should leave, but you can't. You can't leave her. I have to stay, y'all.
You gotta blame the pimp.
Hold on. They owe him $41 million. Who's taking that contract?
LeBron James should take all of their contracts for recruiting them and being the side hustle GM for bringing all of them damn AARP alpha mayos over there.
Okay, hold on. A final thought on the day. And I want to say this because I want to thank Mike Sean for lending Klay Thompson his hair.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Klay Thompson's hair never been so immaculate. And
from experience, Klay Thompson is literally losing a hair blower. Like, you don't get your hair like that unless you go like this. Like, I've tried.
How you doing?
He's doing this right here. You don't get, the barber don't do that. I'm telling you, the barber don't have a hair dryer over there, a hair blower. No.
Hey, man, great show today, man. Well done, guys. Rodney Perry Live. Talent, let's go around the horn. Let us know how people can be a part of your life.
Hey, follow me, man. Follow me on Instagram at Talent the Comedian. Follow the same thing on Twitch. And if you're on Twitter, at It's Just Comedy. Follow this boy, man. Let's get it popping. We back.
Fig, you up?
Bam, right there at Comedian Fig on social media platforms. This Thursday, I'm at Bristol Funny Bone in Connecticut.
Bristol, Connecticut. You can catch my man, Comedian Fig. Hey, Daniel Dugard, man. How do they stay in touch with your friend?
Hey, man, you guys can follow me on IG, Dugard, DUGAR007. You can catch me this Friday at the Secret Group in Houston on the Midnight Show, Friday night.
Oh, the Secret. That sounds like some fly shit. Yo, Mike Sean, man, how do they find you? I know you're working this week.
At Mike Sean Comedy this Thursday night, Arlington Improv. Go to my IG at Mike Sean Comedy. Tap the link in the bio and get them tickets for this Thursday night.
All right, y'all. Y'all heard it all right there. I'm Rodney Perry. You can see me on Rodney Perry Live all day, every day. That is our show for the day. God damn, we did it.
Man, did it. Dugard playing at the Secret Garden.
Yeah.